2 weeks faculty development program on quantitative and qualitative research methods on behalf of Birla Institute of Technology. The organizers, Professor Dr. S.L. Gupta and Dr. Niket Mehta. I would like to welcome Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, the resource person for today's session. Welcome, sir. Today's session will be on systematic literature review, identification of research gap. I would like to introduce the resource person for the day, Dr. Rajiv Agarwal. He is presently working as Associate Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, MNIT Jaipur. He is a Fellow of the Institution of Engineers, IEI, India, and Indian Institute of Industrial Engineering with more than 25 years of professional experience. He is ME he completed in 2001 from MNNIT Allahabad and PhD in 2012 from BIT Mesra Ranchi. His research interests are Lean Six Sigma, sustainable manufacturing, supply chain design, solving real life industrial engineering problems, automation in manufacturing, and reconfigurable manufacturing system. He serves on editorial board of 3 international journals and has guest edited special issues of around 10 journals and 4 books, demonstrated research capabilities in terms of research papers published and presented in more than 100 papers in Sage Publications, Springer, Science Direct, IEEE Explore Proceedings, Emerald, and Indus Science Publishers. He has completed various sponsored projects, which are sponsored and industrial projects developed the CAM Lab, FM SNR Laboratory at BIT Mesra Ranchi. He has got research funding from major funding agencies like ICSSR, MSME, Government of India, DST, ADA, Government of India under NPMASS and IEI. He has also published book chapters on Industry 4.0, smart manufacturing, integration of process planning and scheduling, smart uh, actuators, sustainable manufacturing, and reconfigurable assembly system, etc. With renowned international publishers, he has done this work, and he is a recognized reviewer of reputed international SCI journals. So we are privileged to have your presence, sir. The session is all yours. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming to conduct this session. Please, sir. Rajiv, sir, your video is frozen. I don't know whether you are trying to. I think sir is joining again because of the technical glitches.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes. So thank you, Dr. Arun, for introducing me. And may I start?
Yes, sir, please, you can start, sir.
Okay.
So
So
I would request Niket sir to stop sharing the screen so that, sir, you want to share PPTs, you can share.
yes, yes, obviously. So that's true. I hope this screen is visible
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
and it is changing as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Arun and Professor Gupta and the organizing committee of VIT Misra Noida Center. I'm very happy to know the Noida Center is very active enough to propagate research culture in and around Delhi and whole India. Before starting, I just wanted to understand two things very clearly. So, all the participants from various institute, how many participants are there?
Sir, there are in total 80 plus participants, 85
That's
or more.
great. That's
So,
great.
yeah.
That's great. So all participants are very. This is the second day, so they have already introduced to the quantitative and qualitative techniques.
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes.
would be, so I would be specifically taking how to conduct systematic literature review and how you will be identifying research gap and pursue your research, progress your research, advance your research. So my introduction already has been given. So I would be actually conducting two main things: how to conduct a systematic literature review. Prisma is one very specific guidelines which I will be sharing with all of you. Currently, the paper literature review paper being published with the Prisma guidelines will tell you about different databases and data formats. And this is one thing which you might be interested to know: AI enabled literature review. Then, what are the free softwares to conduct literature review and analyze bibliometric data? So various kinds of toolboxes. Then we will be taking one example. So I will be demonstrating a step by step to conduct a bibliometric analysis using one database, Scopus. So, and then we'll be giving you hands-on on WoSphere for analysis or Studio for analysis, and then how to conduct analysis of review papers, and then how to identify research gap with your problem. We will discuss. Already my introduction has been given, guest editor in these journals. These are Scopus, SSCI, ESCI indexed. Currently, I am editor in chief on one journal, Industry Engineering Journal. And these are the four publications by various publishers, CRC, Willy. Two are in process. These are the my research work published by research group. That's one of the paper which is Industry 4 Technology or Manufacturing Sustainability, which is one of the highly cited paper, where we have conducted how Industry 4 Technology enabling force. So you can understand by you can start understanding the thing. This is one topic. So one of my scholar was doing a research on Industry 4, wanted to understand Industry 4 technology for sustainability. So here you can see the first thing is in this paper, the keywords are Industry 4, sustainability, manufacturing. Then one important term, this is called smart manufacturing. Then IoT, cloud manufacturing, AI, and sustainable manufacturing. So for conducting analysis, literature review, you need to first very effectively understand these are my keywords, and I will be going with this. And here you can see the paper has given recent development in manufacturing process, where I have just explained Industry 4. And then Industry 4 has key enabling technologies and the sustainability. So I will. So this is what abstract has been written. The first foremost thing for any paper is your keywords. Second paper, and this is the paper where review on multi-criteria decision making, analysis in sustainable manufacturing decision making. Here, this is the paper which published on International Journal of Sustainable Engineering. Again, keywords: sustainable manufacturing, sustainable development, MCDM. So we would like to understand the MCDM analysis in sustainable manufacturing. Edit terms are barriers, drivers, and indicators. You can stop me anytime, any point of time, and you can ask me question in between as well. You are all learned from various reputed engineering colleges and universities. You must be having a good inclination to understand and interact for this. So this is another. So third is machine learning applications for sustainable manufacturing, bibliometric based approach. So here also keywords which see sustainable manufacturing, data analytics, machine learning, manufacturing system, industry 4 and bibliometric. So that was published in Journal of Enterprise Information Management. So in by because we wanted to understand how researchers are going advancing in various in this particular field with various techniques. So MCDM, AI, machine learning, everything we have actually covered. Then there is one more very interesting paper published in Production Engineering, 2 decades of research trends, transformation and manufacturing sustainability. Again, keyword sustainability, sustainable manufacturing, systematic literature review, industry 4 challenges. So if you wanted to do first literature review, wanted to understand various research gap, then you have to okay minimum 20 years you have to take. Minimum 20 years for any topic. That is the first key takeaway for this. Today is 2025 going to become 26 very soon. So 2006 to 26. So these are the literature review you have to execute. One more paper, why one of the scholars, she got the degree right 5th December. She's working in Accenture, and this is systematic review and future research agenda for sustainable fashion apparel industry, where sustainability, sustainable fashion, slow fashion, consumer clothing behavior, consumer awareness. And this paper is literature review paper. Again, this published in benchmarking. This is SCI journal. So these are the just wanted to tell the our group whenever we start any research, so we first try to go ahead with very depth in breadth way how my work is being undergoing by various leading researcher, how they have handled, and then output is we are communicating the paper, and then we are fortunate enough we are getting a paper on this. So in nutshell, if you see, we wanted to do publication in Q1, Q2, ABDC journal. So for this, you need to understand first research questions, RQ. You know this is the area, but how you are going to conduct literature review. For conducting literature review, have research question is very important. So you need to first develop. You can just see this background knowledge. For SLR means systematic literature review preparation, you need to have a background knowledge. Means you should know what is industry for sustainability. I'm talking about my particular. I should be very carefully retrieving this data in published in various literature. Then we'll be developing research questions. Then there will be SLR protocol. I have given you one protocol is Prisma. So there are a number of protocols. Then you need to do pilot study because whether this protocol is validating, then. So for literature review, you have to do two things. One is primary research, secondary research. Primary where keyword search in libraries. So databases of primary research paper. So database are Scopus, Web of Science. These are two very important. Then others are Procast also. The secondary are when you have a reference of pilot study. So where conference processing, then data of database of that. So you need to remove duplicate papers, apply selection criteria, and then investigate. This is the final set of paper need to be done. So you'll understand how this data extraction, synthesis, analysis need to be done. So this paper already I have told. So these are all you can see. These all paper which we have published either Q2, Q1, and has got a very good impact factor. So the question is in front of us, how important are literature review? Now there are a number of tools are coming where there's doing literature review in hours. But before applying using this tool, you need to understand the fundamental of basics of tools. And then only you can actually effectively use your research. How should researchers stay updated? It's not key before commencing your research. You should only do the literature review. You should keep doing literature review throughout your research, throughout your either guiding a PhD or throughout your undergoing research, PhD, undergoing MTech or so. Till particular time, if you have any question, let me know. So it's a critical and comprehensive analysis. Provide a synthesis, a summary, knowledge on a specific subject. So you need to know the existing. You cannot directly go to AI and search. First, you need to have a fundamental knowledge. Then identification gap, research, methodologies, structure, citation, critical. So we will do hands-on where you will be actually understanding the process whole. So this is the whole steps before 80 you do. So researchers were doing manual searches. Then electronic database came, database called PubMed. Then other tools has started coming. Now, literature review is basically very crucial to identify knowledge, gaps, and trends. So there are a number of types of review: theme-based review, meta-analysis, bibliometric analysis, theory-based review. If you talk about good review, good SLR, so you need to give direction. You need to provide implications for practice and policies. You need to comment, evaluate, extend, develop theory, and formulate general statement conceptualization. So these are very powerful statements. If you carefully read those statements, it's not about knowledge, you need to provide implications. And bibliometric, so this is quantitative and qualitative tools where bibliometric we give you quantitative insights, where we need to identify relationship between publications. And you need to identify influential work. And then you need to reduce the gap in knowledge. Hmm? So I will not be taking you what are the types of literature, but this is for your information. So one is traditional literature review, where qualitative summary and analysis has to be there. SLR, where rigorous methodology. Third, meta, so where you are doing statistical synthesis of data from multiple studies. Another is integrated, critical, historical, methodological, and bibliometric. So bibliometric is important where bibliometric indicators to understand structure, scholarly literature in a field. So it's not one type of review, it's type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So different types of it. And we are converting this into only one. This is AI based review. Currently, a lot of tools are there. I will be sharing you those tools as well. So let us try to understand. When you conduct systematic review, you need to first define research questions. So these are very specific guidelines. So first you need to articulate research question. It can be specific, focused, and relevant. Then you need to develop criteria for including exclusion studies. Just now I've told, basically if you wanted to do exhaustively systematic review, so minimum 20 years you need to take. Geographical location, you wanted to know how Europe is doing in this area, how Australia is doing this area, or US is doing this area, so you can actually do it. So you need to use multiple databases. You cannot rely on one database. So minimum 2 databases has to be there, and those are Scopus and Web of Science. So since government is going one nation, one scholar theme, there's ONS, UN. So where if you are reviewer of some journal, so you can get the complementary of these databases. So you can do the unbiased research.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yes.
Can I ask one question?
Can you introduce you and then ask question?
Good evening, sir. My name is Ruchi Chaudhary, and I'm a PhD scholar from Manipal University, Jaipur.
Okay.
So, sir, I'm working on one of my paper related to bibliometric analysis, and I have used only one database, that is Scopus, right? So, is it necessary that we should go for multiple databases, or is it sufficient that we can use only one database?
No, as I
Because
just
I
now
have
told.
seen the papers where only one they have worked on one database, right? So just wanted to know कि we can use multiple or we should go for only one.
For effective literature review, you have to actually take the minimum 2 database need to be taken. That
Okay,
is the one thing.
okay, sir.
Initially, you can start with the one. So if you wanted to give implications, then you need to. Since if you are doing literature review for only for retrieving key, I have done literature review, my guide has told, and then I need to do the write the literature review, and you are doing for sake of that, so okay. But if you wanted to really wanted to publish your paper and want people should the researcher should actually read your paper. So they will be interested in a comprehensive analysis, which can be only possible through 2 or 3 databases.
Okay. Okay. Point to be noted. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So good question. Now data extraction, where it is the form where which collect systematically collected design intervention. Just see this words, and there are very powerful word: intervention, outcome, and key findings. So these the quality of included study using predefined criteria, and you need to reduce the bias. We will be understanding with once I giving you hands on it. So analyze and synthesize the extracted data. Data means number of papers which you will be downloading for last 20 years with the use of your keywords. So summarizing key findings, identifying pattern, and meta-analysis. Here, you are interpreting the synthesized result, context of research question which you have already made here. And then you need to write the systematic literature review. So established guidelines. You can see this is the Prisma as one guidelines, which is established guidelines. So these are the very, if you have not done this systematic literature review earlier, so this is the actually standard operating protocol for you, SOP. This way you need to you can conduct systematic literature review. Now let us try to understand what is Prisma guidelines. Prisma is preferred reporting items for systematic review and meta-analysis. So what you are trying to do here, you are first identifying number of records through databases, and then other sources may be scholar.google.com, and there are screening number of records after duplicates. Then you need to screen, record. You can exclude the conference paper. You can chapters. So there are number of way where you can where you are, if we are getting only abstract, so you can say, oh, yeah, full text article should be eligible. Okay, include number of studies in qualitative research synthesis, so you can include those. So number of studies including in quantitative analysis, which is here. So you'll be understanding this with the help of one. So this is also published in one of our paper in benchmarking journal. So Prisma is preferred reporting items for systematic review and meta-analysis. So let us try to understand what are the databases. First is Scopus. So I need not to tell this is indexed in. Another is Web of Science, where SCI, ESCI, and Hudson. Another is PubMed, where 18 million database in medical line and other. And there is Cochrane, where index journal, patent, books. So there are, I have already cited these two. One Scopus, another is website. Scopus has, I need not to tell this the Elsevier database. I will be skipping this. Now let us try to understand hands-on how I will be going to conduct this. So you need to select appropriate keywords using Boolean operators and or not. Like human resource. Suppose you have wanted to conduct on human resource or AI. So just try to understand how I am using and or. Human resource or manpower. So this is one of the Boolean operator. Human resource and manpower. Technology or automation. Technology and automation. So you can select according to these Boolean operators, human or manpower and technology or automation. This is third. So this is aspect rule number 1. This is aspect rule number 2. This is aspect rule number 3. where emotions or feeling or sentiments. So it can be emotions or feeling or sentiments, technology or automation or mechanization. And four, where you are using a filter examples, language, subject, country, and sources. So either you are conducting a research, conducting review on a Scopus or website, appropriate keyword has to use by specific Boolean operator. Now, there are a number of bibliometric tools. So there are tools like Was Viewer. This is one of the very, very popular tools. There are a number of tools, Bib Excel. So I will be giving you hands-on into Was Viewers. This is one of the free software. These are all free softwares. You can use any. And these are file format .csv. So Web Science, Scopus, Pub, Crossref. These are the databases. And what they does, they conduct co-authorship network, they conduct citation network, they conduct bibliometric couple network, they conduct co-citation network, they conduct co-occurrence network. Then bibliometric networking tools, journal network tools are these two. So bibliometric tools, WasViewer. So this is the one site, wasviewer.com. And if you want to understand a citation network, then SiteNet Explorer. So I will be giving you hands-on into this. So WasViewer is basically visualization of bibliometric network based on these databases: Web Science, Scopus, PubMed. So let us try to understand interfaces. This is the interface. You can see this is the network visualization. And there are a number of ways where network visualization can be. This is one way, this second way, and this is third way. And here, overlay visualization is there, density visualization is there, and where here clusters are there, file item analysis. And you can scale, size variations, lines. We'll giving you hands on. Another is bibliometrics. You can use RStudio. There is a popular tool for data analytics. Since it's the name by Ross and Robert. So there are two tools. One is RStudio. So RStudio is basically integrated development environment. So basically, it's more productive with R. How we can install R? Simply download. It's a free version. I am going to give you demonstration on free version only. Download R, where this is download. So once this download may come, then installation can be done. This is R and this is RStudio. So for R, this is one R 4.2.2 and RStudio also. Download and install RStudio, and this is the interface of RStudio. You need to type your command here. You need to define variables here. You need to use graphical user interface here. One second, just give me. So, so this is the graphical user interface, and these are the various libraries which you need to use. I will be demonstrating how to use these libraries. So again, open R and R Studio, install bibliometric package. So this is the one package for grand repository. So this is one useful package if you wanted to conduct bibliometric analysis by using R. So you have to install and then install bibliometric package for this. So let us try to understand how, what do you mean by bibliometric analysis? Bibliometric analysis where there is divided into main and enrichment technique. Main is performance analysis, science mapping, where total public number of contributing authors, sole authored, co-authored, active years, and then citation based matrices and citation and publication related matrices. So you must be understanding H index, G index, I10 index, I10, I100, I200. And science mapping में citation analysis, co-citation, bibliometric coupling, co-word analysis, co-authorship analysis. And where you need to understand this cluster, where EFA analysis and number of analysis need to be done. So there are visualization tools which you can just see this. Bibliometric R, just now I told bibliometrics R. So in this paper they have cited this. And WASVR. So these two tools I am going to do. So there are a number of tools is there. These are the two popular tools. So I will be demonstrating on WASVR. So these are the performance matrices where our currently NRF ranking also is based on QP publication. So they are actually taking through Scopus database only. So H index, if you see H number of papers, if you have it H index 10, so 10 number of publications cited at least 10 times. G index means G means if you have G index 10, 10 number of publication receiving at least 100 citation. I10 मतलब so अगर 10 number of publication cited at least 10 times. So these are the now let us try to understand with the help of hands-on. You need to again since industry 4 sustainable where first is mainstream, another is another. Mainstream, industry 4 or fourth revolution or smart manufacturing. So I am knowing I need to do, I have to work on industry 4 enabled sustainability. So I should know how industry 4 has been named by various. So first I know smart manufacturing also can be or in the fourth industrial revolution also. So here, manufacturing sustainability or manufacturing sustainable manufacturing or manufacturing sustainable. So this is one scopus.com where I can use Scopus databases. Now, while doing this, initially I got a 406 results, 406 documents, where international conference. So I'm not suppose interested in this. So while doing this only, I have searches. So I got a 406. So what I did, I excluded irrelevant subject area like chemical. Suppose I'm not interested in this area, material science, chemistry, psychology, medicine. The industry for relevance in sustainability should not be here. As I excluded this, precision relevance. So I got 175 now. Earlier, how many papers was there? 406. Now, so here I am getting a source, Internet Things, Computer Industry. These are very good journals. So, how I have excluded it, just now I have shown you. So here, focused and relevant research review. Yes. So these 150 we will eliminate irrelevant article in this stage. Hmm? 175 where I have again screened down document of type, language, and source filter. So 175 to now have come to 155. I have simply say English is the only language paper. Hmm? Likewise. Now I need to understand the whether these paper are aligning with my research questions or there has their reliability of findings literature review. So now we wanted to export. So I need to export these documents, their citation, bibliometric, abstract, funding details, and other information. So once I have exported this, I have exported this and saved into this. So I am going to demonstrate this how I am going to use VOSViewer. So before going to next stage, one second. Are you able to getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, I have a question. Can I
Can
ask,
you
sir?
Ruchi Chaudhary?
Yes, sir. Sir, so what is the criteria that we should select these number of documents? Matlab, is there any number that we for the documents that we take
Okay.
for doing a bibliometric analysis?
You cannot. But obviously, number has to be optimum. It should not be 1,000, 2,000. But somebody is doing research in very popular area, so they may get a paper. But your research question is very concise enough, so that your paper should actually be limited to 100, 150, like so. That
Oh,
should be actually.
so for a good bibliometric analysis, so how matlab minimum number of documents? I just want to ask. There is no
There's no specific.
criteria or something
No,
like
no,
that.
there's no specific criteria is there.
Oh,
But
okay, sir.
it
Okay.
should be it should be optimum enough. I will be because if my research question is not good enough,
Okay.
it's very generic. How I am actually going to get this?
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
So
Thank you,
suppose
sir.
you are doing research, so you have
Mm.
formed a research question. My
Mm.
research question is not specific, so I will be getting thousands.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank
There's
you, sir.
one more question from Sudarshan. Sir, is complete scope of database access must for complete database all there's no partial or there's no full database a database. It's not key you have access to half or one half, one and a half, one fourth, or like that. Now I need to analyze the data. I have a 150 paper, 155 documents. So what I have already installed VOSViewer as I told. So I am going to see this and click on create. This is the create button. As I click this create button, these three pop-up will come. Create a map based on bibliometric data, create a map based on text data. So create a map based on network data. So if you wanted to bibliometric data where co-authorship, keyword occurrence, and those things will be. So I am interested in network data. So once I have actually source bibliometric database, I click next. Then read data from bibliometric. Here clearly is written Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension. There are a number of databases there. Now I got this. Once I clicked Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension, Lens. So I am click this Scopus. As I going to finish it, so I will getting a. I need to select this path. So it is in download example. Locate your file and upload here. Once you do the finish, so before finishing, you need to again conduct co-authorship. To choose type of analysis, co-authorship, co-authorship, unit of analysis, authors. It can be organization. Suppose you want interested in how many papers are coming from MIT or IIT, a particular IIT institute or particular country. So it will be helpful for you when you are writing any project. So there are a number of projects proposal are coming like Indo Sweden, Indo Austria. So here people are saying I do not know about from any these countries Sweden. So what you do, you conduct this analysis and choose country. The number of people will come from those countries. So you can see these authors are actually doing work on this area. So you can introduce yourself with him. Sir, I am from this country and I am interested to write a project proposal against this call. And if you are interested, so we may go ahead. So I have a couple of ideas so we can share. So it will be actually giving you, I can say, very good positive result. So this will helpful for that particular purpose as well. Ignored offense large number of authors maxes. You want कि मेरे paper में 25 से ज़्यादा author should not be. If some paper is written by more than 25 authors, I am not going to look those. So co-authorship analysis. So this just now I have told. Now, the minimum number of documents are 1 or minimum number of citation can be 0. So out of 154 authors, 154 meet the threshold. Then I need to see the link strength. That's a co-authorship network. These are the authors document. There's one particular author has 144 citation. There's one particular author has got 114 citation. And there others authors got. So I am actually getting this particular author has got this citation. So maybe so I can actually see this paper is readable. This paper is actually going. I am going to follow. So where I can collaborate, interconnect research community there. So this is one kind of network visualization. This is another kind of overlay visualization. This is third kind. So you can see, sir, how to read that. So you can see this is the bigger circle. Here one author is there, Kozek. So these are the light, more brighter and bigger circle where these authors has significant contribution. Similarly here. Now, you need to know my keywords if I am using these keywords. How many actually using these keywords? So keyword occurrence analysis, where frequency or distribution of specific keywords. So you wanted to insight the themes, trends, emphasis within a particular research domain. So here, this is one kind of network. So another you can see this is the keyword, my sustainable manufacturing. So I am using out of 100 keywords, my sustainable manufacturing is the very important keywords. Consider compared to others, like work simplification, environment life cycle. So this is also sustainable manufacturing come in the main picture. Here also sustainable manufacturing industry 4. So here you can see rest are cyber physical architecture, traditional manufacturing, and like so. Any question till particular time. So we have just now concluded. This is a subjective way that we can select the data, or there is another set of rules for this. This is one of the method. So there are different databases are there. We have Sudarshan Nair, if you can, subjective way means this is one kind of very effective methodology to conduct literature review, where I have just now told you how to actually use Boolean operator and use was fewer. So these are set of rules just now I told. There are a number of set of rules are there where author's name, co-authorship network, and like so. So there are a number of rules just now have told. If anybody has any question, they can ask. So we should be interacting in a
Good evening, sir. Hello.
yes, Ria.
Yes, good evening, sir. Sir, I have one question. Sometimes when we use was where, the graph completely doesn't show what we require. So how do we
Yes.
pursue it?
It comes because you have got more than 500 or thousands of papers. You need to come up with
Okay.
a very optimum number. That is why this graph has to become like this. So you need to specifically articulate your research question. That is the key.
Okay, thank you.
So now this is the second stage where you are conducting a bibliometric analysis using RStudio. What is happening here? Here you have a library you are using. One is R-based package, another is bibliometrics comprehensive science mapping analysis. So you have to start bibliometrics and typing biblioshiny. This is biblioshiny. I hope you have all used here, but if you have not, then you can actually see useful. This is the open source freeware we use distribute under MIT license. So you need to only cite this, nothing else. You can use in your publication. So you have to load data, load bibliometrics files. So you are investigating. You can just see this database showing the quality of data. These data are excellent. These are the data are excellent. These are the good data. And this is the completely missing. So this particular software is bibliometrics is telling us the quality of data, how much information is missing. So 0%, 1.3, here more than 100%. So main information of data, I am able to show time span 10 years, sources 81, documents, annual growth rate, authors, single authored, international, co-author, keywords. Document average citation at 40. So this particular scientific trend is since 2014 onwards. This particular research work has publication and articles publication is increasing, and this is the why this is came because maybe this has done initial of 222 or 23. So that is what. So this is the annual scientific trend of data. Now, most relevant sources. So I am interested in different journals, how many papers they are publication. So Procedia, IFAC, Production Engineering, Computer Engineering. These are the publication which is publicly. And then sources production. So computer industry engineering is actually one of the very important research in our area. So that is one. This shows how journals evolves your subject area. So these are the major journals which I am publication doing the publication: computer industry engineering, international journal advanced manufacturing technology, production engineering, and sustainable manufacturing, like so. So similarly, you also can find you want these are the major journal where I am actually looking for publication. So I need to first understanding those journal only. Then I can go ahead with the others as well. Here, particular author like Agarwal or me. So I am active in this particular time and now onwards. This particular author from this to this. This particular author has from this to this time. So I am so again this is very useful for when you are writing a sorry project proposal with some author, so you can see how he's actually working in this area. So I can go ahead with this. Now this is tree map. You can see this is the tree map. But sustainable manufacturing is 14%. Then industry 10%. Sustainable development 10, manufacturing 30. Or likewise, whosoever has a bigger contribution, their tree map has a bigger chunk in this particular diagram. So this map is very useful for historical hierarchical data structure, file directories, and for large data sets. Now you may have seen this picture in various journal paper. How many has not? How many has seen? Can you raise your hand or can write yes? This type of diagram. Very sure. Only 4 5. Now today I have seen it. Others also can actually observe. Yes, this kind of diagram is very common in most of the journal paper. What is happening in this diagram? What is this diagram is citing? Word cloud. Where main keywords of your research area. I am just pausing for some seconds to understand this and ask if you have any questions. So I was actually talking about this word cloud, and another is very important tool is where thematic map. Where thematic is actually involved visualization interpretation of pattern data. Just see this where where
हलाल पैसा हलाल तरीके से कमाना पड़ेगा ना
this is the
हाँ
particular relevance. If I am working in this sustainable manufacturing industry 4 has this is the basic theme, horizontal axis and basic theme. This is development degree. This is a motor themes. These are the emerging themes, and so till particular this time we have actually understood how to use WASWare and how to use RStudio. Now I will be explaining how we have conducted research in our published work. So how we have actually used this is one of the paper which published in 2021 where we have started with Scopus database. Initial pool of identified article is 9120. After that, article removed with the closely related and partially related. The closely related are related to sustainable manufacturing, and partially related are sustainable manufacturing or sustainability. So as we have actually removed, then we have a screening where articles removed due to NR1 and MR2 means NR1 is partially related criteria. NR1 is where articles not related to academic research. NR2 is presented definition or not related to sustainable manufacturing. And DBR criteria means paper must include the sustainable manufacturing. So this is the PRISMA guidelines for review protocol. So where articles removed due to LR1, LR2. LR1, LR2 is our only as an example, only discusses future scope, only use in keywords. So here 1000. You started with 9120 and then you are slowly coming to 1000 and then 532. Where tool for articles for review selected after full text read. So this is a way where you are conducting a Prisma review protocol for article collection. Now, time span we have taken 20 years. Database Scopus, total sources for 246. Average citation, total references, author collaboration, author's document content. And these are the author productivity in sustainable manufacturing area. So total 18 document related to sustainable manufacturing between 2011 to 20. Just see, this is the 11. So I can see this is the 11 and this is the 19. This is the 2005 to 2000. So suppose these are articles are still contributing this area. So likewise, this is the one. So there are a number of authors which are contributing till now. There are some authors which have stopped contributing. So we have to be very particular about this as well. So this is a mix of R Studio and WasViewer. Very, very interesting diagram. So here, manufacturing is the most used keyword. Sustainable manufacturing. You can see. So total 622 occurrence, which is followed by sustainable manufacturing and sustainable development. Sustainable manufacturing, sustainable development are mostly used keyword with maximum node strength. So this is called node strength. So keywords in centers are most discussed, while keywords in outer are less discussed in literature. So here, these are the less discussed, and these are the keywords are more discussed. So this is where we have. So that is actually output of one paper. Yeah, that is one particular word. So you can see. And here, where thematic mapping we have done on Industry 4, Internet of Things, sustainability are two highly repeated terms. So this particular theme is research themes where Industry 4, sustainability, sustainable manufacturing are the key terms. Most authors are working on these keywords like smart manufacturing, circular economy. So research required in energy efficiency, life cycle optimization. You can see this is a manufacturing strategy, this is the environment impact, and how we actually thematic mapping has to reduce this particular. So here sustainable manufacturing is the number one, then life cycle, energy efficiency, like dental, others. What are the trending topics? So sustainable manufacturing is one of the trending topics. Then sustainability, then manufacturing. Lower are this. So in 1999, research was focused on industrial ecology. Now, so being a researcher, I should know what was happening earlier, what is happening now, and what is going to happen. So 2018 onwards, articles are discussing more with Industry 4, IoT, Big Data, and Industry 4. So dental approach is trending topic. And Industry 4, additive manufacturing, simulation are trending research topic in the last 5 years. So I'm actually doing good. My work is going in right direction. So this is the what validation is coming from various researcher across the various continent. Now, these are developing cluster. So this is one cluster. We have seen the diagram. This is the one diagram. So this is one cluster. This is another cluster. So this cluster is for decision making. This cluster is for energy consumption, process planning, scheduling. This is for Industry 4 technology. This is for manufacturing process. So this is the citation network. This is the co-citation network. So why people will read my paper? So they will be going to understand the whole analysis and my research work. So this has happened. This is the area. So these are the cluster 6: sustainability in manufacturing, machine level, industry 4 technology, decision making, lean production. So this is the cluster 1: sustainability manufacturing processes. Cluster 2: sustainable planning and scheduling. Cluster 3: sustainable manufacturing, industry 4. Cluster 4: sustainable manufacturing. 6: sustainable manufacturing and lean production system. So here main keywords are. So I am actually deducing also in all cluster what are the keywords there. So in this cluster 6, lean manufacturing, lean productions are there. Cluster 4, supply chain is there. Once you identify cluster, these cluster now will use how to write a paper based on bibliometric analysis. Now, till particular time, if you have any question, let me know. Is this any question? I need to read it. Reshma and Kiran Tiwari have raised hands. So I'm open to question. If you have question, Reshma, you may ask the question and then I may able to answer it. So how to write good paper using literature? First, you need to do bibliometric analysis. So purpose of study is importance of analysis, state research question, and objectives. Then overview of methods. We have actually given you databases, keywords, how inclusion exclusion criteria with the help of my research paper. And then I have described the software tools and then key findings. I have given you publication trend, authorship pattern, collaboration network, co-occurrence, clustering, journal impact analysis. Then I have, in my paper, I have compared how findings compare with existing literature, their similarities, differences, emerging trends. Then how I'm going to interpret this observed patterns and limitations. So this way, you need to write any literature review paper of your research work which you are conducting. So you need to summarize the key points and then give the significance of bibliometric study, how this area has contributed in the and how people can understand this contribution. That is the purpose. So what is the challenge? How to better live interactive, how to better handle, and how to improve visualization literacy. So I'm just giving a recap. What is the aim of my research? I should be knowing this is my aim. What are the expected result? Now, how this aim is actually has research questions. And what is the scope and focus of research? Performance analysis, I am doing mapping or network analysis. This is the first point. Defining the aim of research. This is the most important term. This I have taken from How to Design Bibliometric Analysis. Next is collecting database. So just see this. These are the database: Web Science, Scopus, PubMed, Microsoft Academic, Dimension, Springle. So you have to have an initial search, you have to filter, you have to download, and then export. Then you need to analyze citation analysis, co-citation, WOSWER, and then you need to determine the appropriate software. WOSWER, just now I have told WOSWER how to use it, how to download, how to conduct. Then you need to interpret the findings, where the research question successfully addressed. Has the researcher drawn any determination regarding the field literature? That is the now till particular time. I am just again seeing any question till now. No questions, sir. Okay.
Uh, Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
Can I ask? Sir, as you told, we are using databases like Scopus and Web of Science, right? So there are other databases like PubMed and Dimensions also that I have seen in people, most of the papers. So can we, how authentic they are? Can we use that or not for our bibliometric analysis?
Can there's no, if you can, then obviously should use it. But since Web of Science and Scopus are the largely representing the research, that is why these two are suffice. But if you are including this PubMed, there is another ProQuest is also there. So ProQuest is actually having a databases of various theses across the various country also.
Okay.
So that is also there. So obviously you should, if you can.
These databases are authentic if we use that
Yes,
Dimensions and
authentic.
PubMed also. Okay, okay, sir. Sir, one more question. Sir, really want to ask for the search string, the topic, the domain. So, how many keywords can we use? Like the
Keywords.
keywords, search string in the Scopus database.
Uh-huh.
So,
So you want there is no specific
see,
guidelines.
when I'm using suppose the topic is green human resource management. Okay, so they are very synonyms for that, right? Environmental sustainability and all. So in one of the search string, I'm getting not many papers related to my topic. So for that to have that number of documents, what we can do, sir?
There's two implication of not getting a good paper. One is you have not made your research questions are not specific enough, or this particular area is not evolved enough. Now we
Okay.
need to first go ahead with the first question only. Yeah, we should actually trying to give the accuracy of our inputs. That is the first thing we should do, actually do it. Because area, like you are taking one particular area, green sustainability or some particular area. So there are a number of people are must be working in this. But how
Okay.
I'm going to address this in my particular research? As you've seen, this is one industry for sustainability is one of my scholars doing. So first he has actually done how AI is actually in this. Another is machine learning AI, and third is he has published on MCDM on this AI technique. So various kinds 360 degree mapping has been made on that particular.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, okay. So, your research question should be properly defined and all.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah. Okay, okay,
This is a iterative process. No?
okay, okay.
So once you have identified your how you have actually pursuing research, so you need to identify one of the more question is just now I've told key motivating issue. and you need to identify key term associated with the issue. So key motivating issue, why I am going to take. One of my scholar is doing work on digital trust enabled supply chain. He told me, sir, I am not getting paper on this. You have given me very tough topic. So this is the time where 3-4 years he has told me. So that time very few authors was actually publishing or doing research on that area. So maybe I could think, no, इसमें मत करो काम उस पे करो ऐसा. But I said no, you have to stick on that because we should not be. People are not. If I'm not getting paper, means my area is niche. So there is two things for pursuing research in your work. You should be thorough enough कि my area which I have now chosen, it should be sustained for more than 10-15 years. Because I'm going to do research for 4-5 years and then motivating others to do in this work, then I will advancing this knowledge in with use of another technology. So he was saying no. Now he got very good paper in 3-4 years, and now he's saying so. Oh, I have shown various articles also where now people are now that field has aggressively expanded. So this is the one particular example just now. So we should not be demotivating कि I'm not getting paper. Maybe that may be motivation कि yeah, people are not doing research in this areas. So identify, just see this first. Identify issues not addressed by the literature related to your critical motivating issue. What is the meaning of this? Identifying issues not addressed by literature relating to your critical motivating issue. So that is what exactly we are. So we are identifying gap. Ki yes, this is my issue, and I have identified this. I have reviewed the literature where I have finding. So nobody is actually addressed this thing. So I will be giving you snapshot how you can conduct research gap. This is the second phase of my talk. I can say you can say fourth phase. First phase was the introducing, then second was your, third was the R, and fourth is this. That now a researcher has to focus following points: key motivating issue, terms, review the literature, and just now I have told this. Second, why it is very important to identify research gap. Why that is important? Because you are contributing to knowledge expansion. You are avoiding redundancy, duplication effort. Because I said I already has people has done why I am going to do it. Then you're trying to enhance practical applications. Then you need to promote innovations. And you wanted to secure funding opportunities. How? What are the steps just now I told? You need to first conduct literature review. How you are going to conduct? I clearly told you have to use peer-reviewed journals, which can be possible through databases like Scopus, Web of Science, and these are other databases which is people are using. Huh? Then you have to assess recent trends. You need to examine limitations. Every paper you should read what are the limitations. Every paper you have to identify consistency. And you can consult experts. You can explore funding agency priorities. Yeah, this is the priorities of funding agency, and then I can say my research is aligned with this. Then utilize research gap tools. I just told was viewers. There's another tool called which can visualize citation network. So you have to conduct literature review, assess recent trends, analyze contradictory findings, examine limitations, consult experts, explore funding, and then utilize research gap. Now, there are a number of gaps: knowledge, conceptual, methodological, data, and practical gaps. So you need to see what type of gaps you are going to fulfill. So maybe somebody has lack of understanding of implementing that, or somebody has specific research questions of methodology, or maybe practical gap. Then you have to identify research gaps. Highlight the gap very clearly. As I told, how you need to identify, formulate research question very effectively. Precise, testable question which directly address gap. Then you have to design methodology to align this identification gap. Emphasize practical and theoretical contribution. Provide a roadmap. And if you have any certain question, we can actually discuss, so that while discussing, you can actually get the benefit also. Challenges kya hai? Information overload. You can see there are a lot of
Hello,
information. Yes, yes.
Rajiv sir. Sir, this is Ayushman Arun, a PhD
Uh-huh.
scholar from BIT Mesra working with Coal India. I have one question. So, I just want to know how can we ensure that the research gap we highlight is like convincing enough for the reviewers? So,
Mm-hmm.
is there any tool for that?
Convincing enough.
Yes, sir. So the
Can you
gap which we are highlighting,
Mhm.
how can we ensure that the research gap which we are highlighting is
ensure? So just now I told Gap about ki I have given the co-citation and citation networks research work where how the different research are being contributing with the help of various tools only while importing the various data sets. And then once the data sets where
okay. So
methodology.
okay, okay. So basically, I just want to know okay, what specific elements make that research gap convincing for the reviewers? Like, just beyond simply stating that the topic has not been studied before.
No, no, no. I have
What can
just
be done, sir?
no, no, no. Please see.
So your microphone is on mute, sir.
Oh, you need to keep exploring based on this only. Aim, expected result, research questions. So these research questions are very meticulously framed. Then what is my scope and focus? What is the performance analysis, science mapping, and network analysis is there? And
Okay.
how I am doing the like prism analysis as you started prism analysis, download the data sets, then co-citation analysis, citation analysis with the help of visualizing this. Where the research questions are successfully addressed, successfully drawn any determination, field. So while doing this process, you will be automatically, slowly convincing yourself that this is the way you can actually has they different researcher has not addressed, and this the researcher has addressing. There's no specific question
Okay.
this particular. So while using these tools, you can actually able to know. You will be able. Hmm.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So review the literature cited by key publication. Issues not addressed, ये देखिए not address your critical motivation. That is what I have just now told.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay,
Not
sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
so another question. Anybody was asking a question. Are you able to hear this? So, if we talk about these gaps, I was actually in that gaps where now. One second. One second. So once you identify this gap clearly, define the specific gap, justify it needs, choose appropriate method, emphasize practical theoretical computation. So since you are doing this research and retrieving various database, so you need to understand it. Now just see challenges. What are the challenges are there? You have got a lot of information. Then there may be conflicting results, maybe time intensive process, or maybe limited access to resources. I'm giving a very specific examples to justify the how you can conduct this. Health sciences. Suppose you have a limited understanding of health sciences, lack of studies exploring the long-term COVID-19. So this is the one question: limited understanding of underlying mechanism of disease. Although somebody want to speak, so much research has been done on Alzheimer disease. Exact mechanism that lead to disease are not yet fully understood. So this is limited understanding of mechanism of disease. Then environmental studies. Inconsistency in the finding. Previous research on the effectiveness of particular treatment may have produced consistent finding or further research to determine true effectiveness of treatment. So just now one of participant has asked the question. You can just understand that where how these gaps has to be identified. Then limited investigation has into ethical concerns regarding AI, minimal research on the effectiveness of hybrid learning. So these are the some gaps which I have actually contributing the health sciences. Increased use of AI in various industries have a need of further research in ethical, legal, and social implications. So there are some paper you may be interested, best practices for using AI. So I'm simply giving you snapshot you can download from literature. This is one paper, AI language bots. Hmm? Second is tips and tricks for building a good paper, what editors want. So there are papers which you need to read yourself. The title of paper is the first thing to read. The value must not be underestimated. Second, abstract is probably the section of paper what will be the have so title, abstract are the main keywords. Apart from keyword, the main elements where paper is in first side going to reject or accept or dash reject. Now these are the various tools for literature review. उसको then if you wanted to find out papers, these are the good Google Scholar, R Discovery, PubMed. If you need to read papers, then these are the good. If you need to manage, Zotero is one of the very effective way to Zotero, Mendeley, and Node. These are three major to manage references. For data extraction, SCI space is there. These are the tools, huh? And data analysis. Just now I told about. And latest is one where people are using Evernote, Grammarly, PaperPal, Canva. So there are a number of tools actually. Now, if you wanted to use AI tools, Google Scholar SCI space, AI will identify key themes. They will analyze search results, organize your collection. But Zotero Mendeley has to be very, very effective tool. You should use it, Zotero or Mendeley. And then literature review style has to be summarized. Properly cite the citation with the help of citation styles. You can automate your research paper with typeset.ai. So this is one way. Another is these are the various. Zotero is one. So I have just started with this research. Ki how important are literature review in academic research? How has technology influenced literature review practices? What is the role? And how should researchers stay updated? And this is my research area: sustainable manufacturing, blockchain technology, reconfigurable manufacturing, industry 4, deep learning, and e-manufacturing, and associate editor, guest editor, and these other. So this is the building of MNIT Asia biggest lecture theatre complex. And these are the various facilities. If you wanted to visit anytime MNIT Jaipur, please email and then we can try to accommodate. So we have actually addressed these things. We understood now. And now if you wanted to discuss, please let me know. I'm able to give you answers to questions which you are able to ask, or you should ask actually, or you wanted to ask.
Sir, myself Nirmala Singh. I am a PhD scholar from BIT Noida.
बोलिए.
Sir, actually, the session was very good. I have one question. Generally, now people used to say it is difficult to go for publication of bibliometric papers. So, is it the fact that
No,
we should not? Okay.
not at all. First thing, Nirmala, you are the scholar, first thing is we need to understand literature review should not be done only for publishing. It is required to pursue a research because you need to know how various researchers are addressing this field, not only in our country, in various continents. So literature is very essential. Now, as I told you, if you have implication in your literature review, people wanted to read, and obviously, publisher wanted to publish your journal with paper. It's not only you have done it and given this is the gap. You need to properly cite, properly give proper implication. Then, obviously, literature review paper is going to publish, and every day, one a new paper is coming is going to be published. It's not.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Uh, so first you should actually, if you wanted to do hands-on, so I can say you at your stage you can download was viewer right now. Was viewer very standard tool, and then you can actually import data if you have access to Scopus. Right now you can do it. Was viewer is very important tool. So I can actually give you the hands-on. For just now I have given you hands-on. I can, this is the was viewer. If you wanted to do, just Google it. This is the first thing which you can do right now. That is the first thing. This is the was viewer we were doing. So if you wanted to really read that, you can open WASPhere. You can create the data. First thing, how many, if you are not conversant with, please use it now. And if you have some database, so you can use it. I will surely share this slide with organizers, and they will be sharing with all of you. This is knowledge for you, knowledge for researchers like you, and you can easily use it. So question is, we should not rely on the simply searching, clicking, and downloading. We should be very, very thoroughly analyzing our research in terms of asking questions, in terms of understanding and interpreting. That is what exactly is happening. AI is giving a result in few seconds. Now, can AI publish your paper in any journal? No. Yes, AI is effective for doing things faster. But now there are tools has came which will be giving you AI similarity as well. So ultimately you need to deduce this thing and then explore how your research is actually has progressed enough. You should be thorough with your research work. If you have any question, please ask me. I am open. I'm here in front of you only for next 10-15 minutes because very, very this is the course which is advancing you for various tools. Every day there will be one tool. So my simple advice, instruction to all of you: if you have read, understood one tool, do it hands on that tool in that day only, because every day new tool will be uh, demonstrating by various expert. So Dr. Arun is there. Udbhav. Udbhav Topo is there, has raised a
Hello, sir.
question. Yes, yes.
Hello, sir. Udbhav here. So, just wanted to ask for viewer in bibliometric analysis, when we are taking a certain database, it is okay. But let's say if I have already created a set of literature review that I have already read, and I want to create visualizations for that, is it reliable for publishing those papers? Because it's accumulated from various databases, sorry.
So from where you have downloaded that?
So, sir, some from Scopus, some from Web of Science, some from PubMed, uh, but it's not from a single database.
Basically,
So,
WASViewer is for you for bibliometric mapping and visualizing scientific knowledge. So
yes,
you can export this data from various like Scopus, Web of Science. So ultimately, up you need to suppose you have a how you wanted to use that WASViewer. So it is for first data retrieval, like you need to export data, then data analysis for creating co-authorship, co-citation, and there is visualization, like generating network overlay. So that is what I have actually given you. Now your question is,
so my question is, if I'm using papers from different databases, and
so actually this will take only, you need to take the certain keywords.
okay,
Eh, you need to import the data. Just now I have given 1 second. This is one importing database is file. You have to CSV format has to be there. No issue in
yes,
that.
let's say I have created it in
So
RIS
what?
file.
I got it. Uddhav. Uddhav is saying ki you
Yes,
have a number of database. You have mixed all the papers, but
yes, sir.
while actually writing this paper, you can say how you are going to mix it. You have to basically use different database and different so that one database is giving a one implication other is once you are mixing all then you are trying to see a what con- uh, different implications are giving means if you are how we are actually saying ki 100 paper I should take 1 200 paper for this I should take so you should be very rational enough to understand
Okay.
that is what exactly is happening.
So there needs to be a justification for
Yes,
why I've
you
taken
cannot
certain
take in
databases.
like this.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Great. So my email ID is here. My cell number is there. If you are interested into understanding specific question, you can ask me. Yes.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Niket here. On behalf of organizing team, I thank you for sparing your precious time and delivering this very thoughtful lecture to budding researchers. I hope they must have learned a lot of things from this session.
Mhm.
Arun sir is also here. Arun sir.
Great.
Hey, thank you so much, sir, for imparting such a wonderful knowledge.
Mhm.
And it means a lot for us because you have already published wonderful papers
Mhm.
and you have already worked out on all these methodologies. So it's really it will be helpful
Recently,
for.
yes, Arun,
Yeah,
Dr. Arun,
please,
I
sir.
just wanted to interrupt. If somebody wanted to read one very, I will be sharing just now. I am sharing a message, one paper. If, that is a very, one is also, I am just sharing right away. That paper is actually, I have one project in AI enabled healthcare waste management. So my paper
Okay.
is published in Waste Management Journal. So all researcher will be very, very interested to read that paper, and this is one of the recent paper just we have published. I am just sharing the link right away.
Yes, sir.
This
Please.
is the review on digital transformation in healthcare waste management application
Wow.
research. This is one topic. I am just sharing right away. This you can actually all can actually this is this is the review, है ना?
Yes, sir.
This is a Sage publication paper. Uh, so if you want to really write how to write literature review, this is the recent paper which we have published, which is review paper. Sage publication mein, this is a waste management journal. So one of the very good paper I can say. It's not we have published, but uh, we are getting a good citation also. It has an impact factor of 4.3 as well. So
Wow. Very good, sir. Very
if
good.
you want, anybody want the full paper, we can share. This published
Yeah.
on 2014, October 2000. This is one of the latest research review paper which we have published.
Sure, sir. If you can share the full paper, I'll be
I will.
very happy to share it with all the
I will share. I
participants.
will be sharing 1 minute.
Yeah.
Actually anybody can download it, but I can share right away.
In this, I have tried, but it is showing the restricted access.
अच्छा,
If I try it
okay,
to
for
like,
all of you, हाँ, I will
uh,
sharing right away.
for
ठीक
all
है,
of us, like, right.
मैं अभी भेज रहा हूँ. Just now I am sharing.
Maybe
I
if I
can.
log in with the BIT Nimbus, then probably I can get
हाँ
it.
हाँ हाँ. So 1 minute. Can I attach something here?
You can do WhatsApp or you can mail to Gupta sir,
हाँ,
and Gupta sir can
मैं
share.
just now I will mail. I will mail this paper along with my PPT, so you can share with the authors. I have already downloaded right now. It I will be sharing with you with Gupta
Yes,
sir.
sir. Please.
So nutshell. I will actually just explain 1 second. 1 second. Let me share this screen. Everybody's able to see this screen?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
So just see this. This is the review on digital transformation in healthcare waste management. Okay. Uh, now, 1 second. 1 second. My Google Chrome is not responding. My mic was disconnected. Just I will take only 2 minutes, huh? 2 minutes of all of you. I will
Yeah,
take
sure, sir. Sure. No issues.
2 minutes of all of you, but that is what exactly I was showing. So I just wanted to show the literature reviews is not easy what we are thinking. One minute. It took actually 3 to 4 months for us for understanding and writing, and then it took actually 1 year for publication of this paper. This is one paper. You can see here. Uh, First, I wanted to show you this the keywords: digital technology, digital information, healthcare waste management, medical waste. This is very common. Now, our title is see this title: a review on digital transformation, healthcare waste management application, research trend and implications. So that is why we are getting a very good citation, because we are not only giving a review, but we are trying to show what are the application trends and applications. While doing this, we have shown the various materials, methods. Now, this is the research question one. What is the current research process in using digital technologies in healthcare waste management? Another is what are the different digital technologies and their role, impact in sustainability in healthcare waste management. And this is the what Prisma analysis we have done. We have clearly explained inclusion exclusion criteria, and this is the just now our tool. This Scopus database we have, where how article has been produced, and this is the diagram word cloud I just shown. I just shown word cloud. Then this is the healthcare waste management types and approaches. Now in this paper, anybody will can say this is the actual dictionary for them. So they can say ki, हाँ, this is the infection waste. These are the various waste types, and these are the various waste management approaches: segregation, code coloring, and likewise this. I will answer after actually giving this, and just see the whole paper and the impact of AI we have given, impact of intelligent sensors with the all kind of AI data, then properly given the information in terms of table. And I wanted to show 2 3 diagram actually. This is one diagram. In this diagram, if you I can see, this is a waste management program where regulatory compliances, segregation, cloud computing, how if different AI techniques can be used, and how benefit can be, how anybody can have benefit from using AI in this